אוקיי, אחר צהריים טובים, מסיבת העיתונאים לקראת המשחק נגד הפועל חדרה, בלומפילד, שעה 3. האצטדיון צפוי להיות מלא. הקבוצה ערכה היום כמה שחקנים ערכו ביקור בבית חולים, מרכז רפואי של אסף הרופא. אצלנו כבר הודעה, אז נוציא לכם תמונות אם אתם מעוניינים. נמצאים כאן דרק לוקאסן והמאמן, נתחיל עם שאלות אליו ומשם נתקדם.
Yes, coach. To Derek. Derek, I can see you started to get more comfortable playing with the team. You started improving your game and with the ball control and your defense. And how do you feel your development with the team?
I feel good. I feel okay, and yeah, I'm happy to help the team, and I know what I can do, so I'm happy with it.
You're playing in a 3-defender lineup, and are you usual in playing in that kind of lineup, or are you more comfortable playing with one more defender next to you?
I used to play with 4 in the back, and okay, now we play with 3, but it's all part of learning, and now I don't really care if the coach wants to play with 6, 7, 8. We have to play, so it's up to the coach.
Yeah, you just came back from the break, and you had a lot of time to work on your game and to think about. Maccabi Tel Aviv obviously wants to be in first place. She went to the break in second place. Does this sit in your head in the break? How are you coming to the second part of the league?
No, it's not in my head. I don't really watch who is first, second. I just go game by game, and every game you have to win. So I don't go in the vacations thinking we are second or first, or I don't really care. And at the end, of course, it's important because we want to be champion. And what I say, I just watch it game by game.
You know, you're playing against Xedera. In the first round, you beat them 6-0. So defensive players didn't have a lot of work. What are your expectations to this game this round?
I was not there at that time. I was not here. So I expect a tough game because every game is tough. Every game you have to be ready mentally, otherwise you cannot win. You have to fight every game, otherwise you cannot win. So I go in a game, every game, knowing that it will be a tough game, it will be a hard game. So that's what that's what I'm going to do as well tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah?
Yes, coach, you're starting the second leg of the season, and last time, the start of the season, you ran through it looking pretty good, scoring a lot of goals, not conceding. How do you look forward to this start of the second leg?
It's the second game will be second game in the second leg of the regular part of the championship, and of course that our target is in every game to win the game, to take the 3 points. We play against one team which is very good organized in their defense. They are very known to be very dangerous in their counter-attack. We're preparing ourselves for the tough game. We're preparing ourselves for we play against team who is in the 5th position in the board in this moment. You know, if we put out the 2 games where they concede against us and one more game they concede 3 and against us 6 goals, but you know, the rest games they play, most of the games is 0-0, 1-1. Some games they win, you know, 3-1, 4-1. I mean, you know, they have a quality, and of course that we need to be ready for a tough game. We can win just if we are ready, 100% preparing ourselves for the game which will keep between 90 and 100 minutes. Nobody knows how long. And of course that, my players knows that we must be serious, we must be ready from the first second of the game.
Do you feel like it's gonna be harder than the first time you met at Khadera?
Of course, 100% will be harder. 100% will be harder because it was beginning of the championship. It was the teams in that period. Most of the teams who doesn't play in the European competition, they didn't had a lot of games before, and it was second game in the championship. Of course, this game will be harder and tougher, and we must be just ready for the game, to preparing ourselves to be focused on our target and to work for the team. 95 minutes to win the game.
We've seen Jonathan Cohen in the last game, and if I may, he was pretty good, but then he was replaced. Is he in good shape to play 90 minutes?
I didn't hear what you said. He was pretty good.
I said, if I may.
Yeah.
He was pretty good, but he was replaced, so I'm asking if it was...
how was it
is he in shape to play?
How was it each of them? It's, now, how many people you have in Israel? How many people lives here? 10 million. 10 million, everyone has his opinion, to the end, I'm this guy in this team who will take decision if I will replace someone or not.
But is he in shape to play 90 minutes?
He's the guy who we brought him here to give us this what we need, and we knows that he didn't play 1 year, and he played a very, very small part in some games previous year. And it's like, how to, it's not easy to explain the people who never play football, who don't know what mean 1 year for one football player, that he is not in the charge to play. It's huge period.
How long do you think it's going to take till?
He work hard. He played. He will play. It's not possible because, it's the question that, we knows him from the past. And everybody now have Jonathan Cohen. It was 2 years ago, and before he left. But after 2 years, after 1 year, he come back, and he need time. And I was sure, he talked between us, and I knows that these things, this is the process. I expect this situation to happen. I was sure that he cannot play from the beginning when he arrived. And, it was part of the how to tell you now, previous days, previous month, previous weeks, all these things is the part of the adaptation for the new challenge for him, because it's totally new challenge. Need to forget that he was here and he scored the goals. He must forget it. He must be focused for the every next game. Like all of us who come back, and Dor Perez, me, forget what's happened. This is in the past. We cannot live from the something from the past. It's today and tomorrow. It's for him is the same, and of course that we counter on him and expect from him that he will be game by game better and better.
And if we look forward to the future, the January transfer window is very close, and Maccabi is a very good team right now, but maybe missing a few points to go to be the first place to be the champion of the league. What do you think maybe are the few points you need to strengthen yourself in January?
We have our plan, and we preparing ourselves for the next transfer window, and of course that we are active. I said a lot of times that Maccabi is a big club, that they thinking about every next transfer window, what movement to do, and of course that if we found someone who can help us, who is the players who can come and give us immediately the quality what we need, and to want to come, we will move.
Do you expect big changes or small changes?
No, big changes is not possible to happen now, and I believe that the Maccabi doesn't need big changes. It's not. In the January, you never can do. A lot of changing. It's normally happen if will happen some small changing, but okay, it's we know that we have 24 players here, 23 players, and of course that some of them will go somewhere to play, because to stay and it's not possible. We play with 11 players in the lineup and 5 substitution, and I spoke a lot of times about that. It's not easy for no one to keep the player every time out of the squad, and but okay, this is reality now, and we need to manage it.
Now that we saw last game Jonathan Cohen at the left wing, and we saw Matan Joses substituting him, you still have David Zada on your substitute. He didn't play. He still has that. He still can play on that position. You have 3 good players that are all playing in that position. How does it?
We have 3 good players who can play on this position, and it depends of the game. It depends what we want, and it depends of the moments of the players, because we follow them, we work with them every day here, and we take care about them. We take care about their how to tell you, their moment, if they are in the good shape, if they are not in the good shape. This is something what's happened during the year with the football players, because you don't know even one who is every time in the top form. The form of the football players going like this, after like this. And this is totally natural. This is normal. It's not possible that one will be from the beginning until the end every time in this line up. This is and when you have a lot of opportunity, a lot of players that you can put in the charge, a new one, you try to do it, to find the best 11 who will give you victory.
In the last game, we saw a lot of substitutions, but Parfait, he got 6 minutes. He showed very good 6 minutes while he played. He had a double pass in the attack that gave a good situation. Are we gonna see him play more minutes, or is he still on the substitute?
Again, I agree with you that he plays 6 minutes, and he's a good player. He showed, but what he showed in these 6 minutes now, this is the question. Okay, it's the own opinion, your own opinion about this. I said I agree with you that he's a good player. He showed and he played good in these 6 minutes, but it's every time the own opinion of everyone, and you have a lot of times the people around who sitting behind the bench, put this, why waiting, This is something what is totally normal, and this will happen, and it's not just to me, it's for all of us who work this job. But to the end, you need to be, you need to be ready for some decision in the right moment to do it, and to put someone in the charge who can give you this what you want. Of course, that Parfait is a very quality player, a good guy. We had one situation. I didn't start this press conference with this, but I want to mention this. What's happened in the last game? It was totally, not good for anyone when he coming to change his T-shirt and to come inside the game. Something happened behind of our bench, but even don't want to speak about it. But it's not nice feeling for anyone. And I think that these things must stop. All of us is the people, and we need to respect each other. Doesn't matter which color we are, from which country we coming, must give respect each for other, and this is something what all of us need to do. Thank you.